Okay, so today I'm going to show you how to make a little diorama sort of scene like this. Um, Goes in these terrarium balls and it looks pretty good. You can hang it from the ceiling. Great little decoration for a kid's room. You can use. We've gone for an Indiana Jones style scene, but you can go for any scene you want. I think astronauts would look pretty cool in there. But it's pretty easy to do, and let's get started. Alright, so the first thing you're going to need is one of these hanging glass pots. We got ours from Kmart, but they sell them at the reject shop and places like that. Designed for putting plants in. Pretty good looking. We have filled this up with all scrap Lego. Doesn't matter what it is. We try to pick green and browns because it's meant to be a bit of a jungle theme. And now we have a little diorama that we're going to put in there. So we've gone with like a Indiana Jones Temple Raider style thing. So my son was in charge of the cast, so he's picked all these people with their pitchforks and grappling hooks. So that's that, and we've checked that that will fit in there, which it will. So the first thing we're going to do is glue down all this Lego and make a nice flat base to put the diorama on. So first thing, we empty all this Lego, and now I'm going to use a PVA glue. So I'm using a wood glue, but if you have a craft PVA glue, that's fine. As long as it dries clear. I'm going to scoosh a hole in there. And unfortunately, the messy part, I'm going to get my hand in and mix it all around. Covered in glue, you need to carefully pop it in here. Try not to get any glue up the side of your jar. Stuff is in. Should just flatten down to the level that you had before. It's a bit tricky because it sticks to your fingers, but you just want it flat so that your diorama's got a nice flat base to stay on. That looks pretty good to me. Pretty flat, I think. Alright, now we just let that, wait till that dries. I used way too much glue, so if you're doing this at home, just use about half as much as I used. But it has finally all dried. There was a couple of bits where it wasn't level, so I had to pull the brick up and rearrange it. That guy's still loose. But on the whole, yeah, it's level and it's all stuck into one lump. I've got my temple here. I've already super glued that together, and that means I can put him in and he won't fall apart. When I was trying to do this before, the temple kept falling apart as I got to this sort of point, but because it's super glued together, he goes in there without too much difficulty really. One hand holding the camera, still got him in. And then I know that this base will fit in as well. He's a little bit of a tricky fit, but he will go in there. And so I'm just going to glue the temple down, because as you can see the temple moves around. But once it's all in, a little bit of PVA glue. Actually, you might not even need it. And then I can just add these guys that are near the door because I can reach them. So that's it, nearly finished. So there we go, pretty much finished. A little bit of glue for these loose spots there, waiting for it to dry. And if you don't want the Lego men to stand exactly on the squares like this guy, you can just super glue his feet and you can put them in any orientation they want. So it's pretty finished. Now you can just go and hang them up in the kids' room, and I think it looks pretty cool. Nice little decoration for a kid's room. I hope you get inspired by this and then decide to have a go at it yourself.